Welcome to the Best 5-Minute Wine Podcast. I'm your host, Forrest Kelly. From the seed to the glass, wine has a past. Our aim at the Best 5-Minute Wine Podcast is to look for adventure at wineries around the globe. After all, grape minds think alike. Let's start the adventure. Our featured winery is... As we continue our conversation with Philippe Coquard of Wollersheim Winery in Wisconsin. Now, looking at your website, I see you've got a wine called Domaine Reserve. If we're going by just price, this is the most expensive wine you have. However, there's a reason for that. Explain that to me a little bit.
Domaine Reserve is made out of 100% Maréchal Foch, a French-American hybrid. The vines are 48 years old. It is on our steepest slope. It's picked last. It's made as traditionally as it gets. It is aged 1 year in custom-made barrel of Wisconsin oak and French oak. We were the first winery in the nation to request 50-50, exactly the same number of stave of French oak and Wisconsin oak. We've been doing that for 25 years, and that wine is... you can put that wine next to a Cahors, a Gigondas, a Cornas. It has its own terroir. It is one field. Nobody else in the world is making a wine like this Domaine Reserve, and that to me is the pride and the difference. It doesn't have to be Cab from Bordeaux or Merlot from California. We can do it here as well.
Well, being the owner and the winemaker and having your experience that you've got, you can basically do everything at the entire winery. However, what is your favorite part?
Oh, man. I love to, I'm going to make myself a t-shirt someday. All I want to do is grow grapes. All I want to do is make wine because, the business side of it, the HR side, the finance, it's all part of business. But man, I'd rather be next to a barrel and taste the wine out of the barrel with my daughter. One of my passion is to pass the same passion to my daughter Celine, who will be the next winemaker after me. She is 33 years old. She is our enologist, and she is in my footstep tasting wine with me. So I love tasting wine. I love to be in the vineyard. I am a grape farmer, winemaker.
So has she got a little higher degree than you? I see she's a master of wine science from Cornell.
Absolutely, and I so welcome it. I tell everybody she's a lot smarter than me, so she can run the lab.
Does she talk sexy like you, though?
No. I'm the only one stuck with the French accent.
Gotcha. Okay. I like to ask this question. What would you consider a big obstacle that you had to overcome to be successful?
Being in Wisconsin. Because you always have to defend and prove the point. And just a quick story, and I'm sure you will love that. My father-in-law and I used to go to tasting Milwaukee and Chicago and so on, trade show. And we would say, oh, would you like to taste the Wisconsin wine? People would literally pull their glass out of the way and say, oh, no, it's all sweet. It's all fruit wine. No, I'm not interested. And deep down, I had the Prairie Fumé in my hand. I knew the wine was the future of the winery. I knew that wine was the winner and one of the best wine around. And so you get hurt, you get slapped in the face. And then, so we totally changed our approach. And for about 5 years, we never even said Wisconsin wine. Oh, would you like to taste this wine? Wow, it's so good. Where is it from? Then slowly we were able to educate people that there are other regions that can make wine, not only France and Italy and California. And that has been an obstacle that we have been able to surmount. And now the new generation, the 30-something, the 25-something, are interested and come to the winery asking for the estate-grown wine. They're not interested in Chardonnay and Cabernet. They know it is not grown here in Wisconsin, so they are asking for the estate grown. The Maréchal Foch, the Marquette, the Cheval Blanc, the Saint Pepin, and we have 6 or 7 estate grown wine with, among other wine that we buy grapes for.
In our last episode, part 4 of our interview with Philippe of Wollersheim Winery in Wisconsin, we talk about the distillery and the bistro and just how big is Wollersheim Winery. Thank you for listening. I'm Forrest Kelly. This episode of the Best 5 Minute Wine Podcast was produced by iHizzle. If you like the show, please tell your friends and pets and subscribe. Until next time, pour the wine and ponder your next adventure.
This is Doug Vincent with the podcast Walk and Roll Live, Disability Stories. In 1956, I contracted polio. Thanks to my loving parents, I've lived a full, rich life over the past 67 years. Join me as I share my journey and uncover inspiring stories of resilience. This podcast is a platform for survivors of disability and those who champion services for the disabled community. Tune in on Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, whatever your favorite podcast platform is. Let's walk and roll together on this incredible journey of strength and empowerment.